Babe, it's time to swim with the fishes. It's early and we're off to do the sardine run. So wake up, Elaine. In a bit.
Morning! Here we are, final morning in Panaxama. We've been swimming with sardines and turtles this morning, and I managed to dive, which I wasn't totally confident about, but it was good. Yes! So we're moving on.
Yep.
Not far.
What did you think of the last 2 days, and what do you think of the resort that we're in?
It's really busy. It's quite lively, too lively for us probably, but nice. Glad that we came here so that we could swim with the sardines. That's basically all it's for. It's got a lot of tourism here just for that, I think.
Yeah, I think it was, I think when we first got here we felt a little bit more kind of like...
It's probably a bit grumpy. The flight was delayed. We got here later. We weren't massively impressed with the accommodation. But I think it's how it goes.
It's grown on us. Sometimes you've got to acclimatise to these things, and within sort of like 3 hours, it's not as bad as what you think it is to start off with. And I quite like it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they've chilled out a lot more now. I think It's pricier here because it is touristy. There's a lot of tourism, so, and they know what they can charge, but
there's some good restaurants
that
as well.
is what it is. Yeah, we've had some nice food
And some nice,
some lovely breakfasts.
good nightlife as well. There was some singing going on last night, and
I didn't hear it. I had the earplugs in.
no, I'm talking about we went out for a meal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a little band going on. Yeah, we're off to the next place, which Elaine sorted out a price on. They came back to us last night and did us some discount, and we're off for a little bit of luxury, hopefully.
And an upgrade.
And we also got a free upgrade as well.
I got a bath.
And she's got a bath.
I love a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take some video of you. What do you call it? Tuk-tuk? Bicycle? What's next? What do you call it?
Yeah, pressure car.
To the sea.
Good morning.
And a Filipino wedding going on. It's not a bad destination to have it.
Sardines this morning.
Oh,
I did it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I took off the life vest
a
little bit to begin with, but I
And
did
there's
it.
a lot of fish, you see. You do it early? Yeah, it's early in the morning. You did it. That's 47 you started, I think.
Yeah.
At least you tried.
Yes.
Nice.
The only problem with this place is it looks a little bit too busy. Our room's not ready until 2 o'clock, so we're going to have to slum it on these beds for a while and yeah, suck it up. I don't know how we'll manage it. What do you think, Elaine?
I don't know.
Elaine, you've got 2 hours to be here. Oh. Yeah, go on then. We'll do it. We'll do it for you guys that are watching. Post any comments. This is beautiful here.
Give you my call when you walk home. Need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink. Put you to bed when you have so much to drink. I could be dead now, although
So here we are, the room is ready. Wow.
See what you think, because you've not seen it.
Nope. Side cases, little window seat. Oh, on
Two window seats.
both sides. And then,
Two doors into the bathroom, sliding doors.
Okay.
Either side.
and a bath.
How's that?
Very nice. That'll do nicely. for a couple of days. I like it a lot.
Nice bed.
It's a comfortable bed.
I think so. It's firm, but it's got a little bit of give, so I think that's perfect for us.
Cool. And somewhere to write all my journals.
Do all your editing.
So we're in the room now, and just to give you a heads up on what we actually paid for it, we did a little bit of walking around yesterday. Elaine checked out a few rooms that she liked. This one was probably one of the best
It's
ones.
definitely my favourite, but it was above our budget, definitely. But we got a really good discount. We left it a little while, and we were in contact with the hotel via WhatsApp. To be fair, they didn't come down any more on price than the 50% that was offered, very kindly offered when I looked round. So we paid 13,000 Filipino pesos.
Which is about £93 a night.
Yeah, equates to £93 a night.
But that includes breakfast and
Yep.
all the amenities that are here, which
There
are pretty good.
Yeah, kayaks, snorkeling gear, nice pools, plenty of relaxation areas, and the beach is on our doorstep. And then later on last night, after I booked the room, I was contacted to say, sorry, you can't have the original room that you wanted, we're going to upgrade you. And wow, this room was listed on the internet on certain sites for 32,000 for 2 nights, which we just worked out to be, what did we say?
£225 a night.
Yeah. So we got lucky on the upgrade. The reason being was that they couldn't get the internet working in the previous room, which the previous room was really nice. This one has just got a few extras. So it's all good. Very, very happy girl for the next couple of days.
My breakfast. I asked her what the Cebu breakfast was, and she said chorizo sausage. She didn't tell me that it was also going to have some fish heads on there, which look interesting. Not sure about those ones. Back to our favourite beds here, and we're not going to do a great deal today. Might do a bit of sailboarding later, but apart from that, it is going to be relaxation. We might share a few tips with you on just simple things that we try to do to keep the cost down of our trips, which we take for granted, and a lot of you will as well, but some people don't, and they don't realise, and they jump at the first chance and get a bigger price, to be fair. Elaine's there with me. Say hello, Elaine.
Hi.
What would you say that we do getting flights sorted?
Flights, it's getting harder, but often look for somewhere with, like this flight for instance, direct were coming up when we were looking, which was I think back in August, around about £700 for a direct flight. We opted to go with never get the name quite
China
right.
Southern
China Airlines. Not that it matters, I think it's that
One
way
of
round.
them.
One of those, but it's Southern China Airlines, I think. And they had a 2-hour wait in Guangzhou in China, so it added to the journey time, but it cut the price down to, I think we got it for $450.
$4.99. It was $500. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a bit of a saving. It certainly pays for a few days accommodation at the least, and it wasn't too much of a hardship. I was unsure about a Chinese airline, never flown with them, but certainly the plane coming from Heathrow to Guangzhou was a Dreamliner.
Yeah.
It was very modern, very comfortable, and the food was nice too.
Staff was good. We had absolutely no issues with that first flight over.
No, the only issues we did get, but I think people are finding this with flights generally, was that we had, I think it was 5 or 6 changes to the flight.
Oh yeah.
From booking to leaving. So we did have a little bit of aggravation for a couple of weeks trying to sort it out because there was no number. What happened was we ended up going a day earlier, and then our connecting flight wasn't moved along with that main flight from Heathrow to Guangzhou. So it was meaning instead of a 2-hour wait, they're expecting us to wait 26 hours. That was finally sorted, but it did take quite a lot of emails. I did have a telephone number for Southern China Airlines in the UK, but nobody ever answered the phone. So that was a bit of aggravation, but it all worked out well in the end. What do you want now?
Well, the other thing I just thought about was quite a decent tip is to, if you can, have a list of places to go that you want to go and visit, in as much as different countries, so it doesn't sort of like leave you sort of like grasping at just one price. As soon as you see it, you go, oh, that's £1,000 to say Costa Rica.
Being fixated on one destination.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might just be the only destination that you want that year, but yeah, we weren't struck on the Philippines until we started looking. Last year we ended up going to Brazil because we had no idea where we were going and wasn't even thinking of Brazil.
First choice last year was Costa Rica, wasn't it? Then we looked at possibly doing a cruise somewhere, ended up seeing a fantastic deal on a cruise over to Brazil, taking in about 12 ports and finishing up in Rio, and we did that. The actual cruise itself was only £700, so that included obviously your travel, your food, and your accommodation for 18 days. And then we had a few weeks over in Brazil once we got there and moved around. That made it a cheaper option, because Costa Rica was just coming up too expensive on the flights at that time. So there. But on the internal flights, we booked the first flight to Cebu about 9-10 weeks before we flew over here, and got it for about £25. It was £20 and I think £5 for the baggage, and that's for an hour-and-a-half flight from Manila. And then what happened with the next 2 flights?
So, because of various stuff going on at home, we didn't get them booked quickly. So by the time that we booked them, so the next one was, which we haven't done yet, is from Cebu to Puerto Princesa in Palawan, and that's for the 14th of December, and I booked that on the 5th of November, and it had gone up to, I think we paid around about £45 each, so it's not a huge amount, similar length of flight, 1.5 hours thereabouts, but obviously quite a difference from when we booked the Manila to Cebu. So if you want to save a few extra pounds there, then we suggest that you get a rough idea of where you want to go, when you want to go, and get those flights booked, because they are extremely cheap. And a surprise to us was that flying was much cheaper than ferries. We thought we would be doing ferries, and the ferry for the similar amount of time was, what was it, Steve?
I think it was about £110 when I was looking.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and also
a difference.
About 12 hours journey as well, compared to 1.5 hours to get over. So
flying was a total no-brainer. Yeah, and still good value.
So there.
Welcome to paradise.
Cheesy.
How you? How quiet.
How long are we having here? 4 weeks?
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Okay. End of the vlog.
Yeah.
End of the series. That's it.
Repeat, repeat, repeat.
King Edward's left in the room for us to eat. Sorry, you think it's a mango?
Yeah.
Well, let's hope so. But I do love chips. How do we get into it without a knife?
No idea. Give it a go.
This might get messy.
Do you love more chips or mango? Oh, the juice.
What's supposed to do with that?
Just let it go on the tissues.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow, it's juicy.
Yeah, it is juicy. I reckon just cut it all the way around.
Yeah.
Try and split it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cuttlefish. Stone in the middle, isn't there?
Cuttlefish. This is stone, yeah.
Yeah. What shaped stone do you think it is?
Just like a fruit stone or a peach stone, but it's a mango stone. I never would have
you've
described it as cuttlefish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, what a mess.
I'll tell you what, I think
I love you, mango.
it looks good, so we'll just eat it like that. Passion fruit, maybe? I think so. Will it get through the spoon? Yeah. Ah. It's not. That's a lychee, isn't it? Is that lychee? No one here. What are you, a roller or a folder? Personally, I prefer the rolling technique. I think it gets less creases. I think Elaine goes for the folding. But what are you?